What's going on, everybody? I'm Giant Pain Sports, and today I'm going to give my draft profile on Zion Johnson. I've been asked to make this video by a few different folks, and after watching watching him kick ass at the Senior Bowl, it's probably time. Now, these videos are very time consuming, so please leave a like. Also, if you're new, think about subscribing. I'm going to be making these profiles all the way up to the draft, but where do I start? Maybe what I love about him, and then we'll talk about some weaknesses, very few. So I think he's a guard on the next level. I'll say that. He did play 1 year at tackle. I just like him better at guard. But what I noticed right away watching his film is he's very aggressive and looks controlled, at the same time. So that's nice. I loved his mentality. He is an Ekwonu, but he plays to the whistle, plays hard. He's always looking for work. Now, he's not the biggest lineman, but he makes it work with his technique. He uses great leverage. He plays low. His body control is just as good as any other lineman in this draft. I think his lateral movement is something that screams at you when watching his film as well. His feet are on point. He takes good angles, just gets to his spots, which I like. It's always a bonus when an offensive lineman can run a zone offense scheme like day one in the NFL, and I trust them if the new coaching staff wants to go in that direction. Now, I like Zion more in his passing than his run blocking. I think the one season he started at left tackle has really helped him in his pass sets, and he took a substantial leap in his pass blocking this past season. Boston College runs a bunch of pro concepts, so the thing I'm seeing with Zion should translate to the NFL, pretty much most of it. There's obviously an adjustment period for all offensive linemen, but I would feel comfortable plugging Zion in day one. So I'd mentioned he's a bit undersized, and he does have a narrow base. That makes me wonder if he can put on more weight and still have his upper tier flexibility. Maybe he has a ceiling as a run blocker. If that's his only weakness, I can live with that. I'm kind of leaning towards his ceiling may be like prime Kevin Zeitler, but I will say this, at least when he's in space, he gets the job done. If he wasn't good in that area, I'd knock him down a few pegs. But listen, I could be way off base here. I'm just looking for a negative anywhere I can. There's not many on tape. He does everything really well-rounded. He just doesn't have that high-end explosiveness. That's the only thing that's holding him back from being a top 10, 15 prospect. But I have to admit, a lot of people that suggested Zion Johnson was right. He's looking like the total package at this point. I respect his competitiveness. He finishes blocks consistently. He plays with a bit of an edge. I like that. His balance and leverage are great. His hands are awesome. Great hand placement, great technique. And this guy, he could just redirect his body in a flash in any kind of way you can think of, any direction. I think Zion Johnson can be a high-level pass protector at the NFL level and an above-average run blocker. So he may never be all-pro, but as a Giants fan, I'd go apeshit to get this guy in the second round. I mean, he was really good at the Senior Bowl. So maybe someone grabs him at the end of the first round. I mean, that's a possibility, especially if he blows up the combine, but I don't really see that happening. I see middle of the road numbers. I can't say enough. I love it. I love Zion's versatility. I think he's a plug-and-play starter in any kind of run scheme you put him in. I've been wanting to make these videos more short and concise, so I think I've achieved that with this one. The film you're watching right now was Zion's best game versus Virginia Tech. It's on YouTube if you want to watch the tape. All his games were really good this past season. If you want to see a game that he had some trouble, you'll have to find a tape from the Duke versus Boston College in 2020. This guy deserves better highlight reels on YouTube, straight up. So I'm going to try and do him a little bit of justice. It's hard to find tape on him. I'm sure as the draft process goes on, he'll pick up more steam. But Zion is a guy worthy of some more hype, I'll say that. And teams picking the back end of the first round should consider him. But that's it for me. Thank you all for the support. So many of you guys and girls watch my videos every day. I'm very grateful and feel blessed. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Zion Johnson, and if there's any other player coming out in the draft that you would like to see, let me know below. And if the player you let me know about isn't on my list to get to, I'll add them. So thank you again, everybody. Stay safe, subscribe, and peace.